Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking a look at the Peter B. Parker from Across the Spider-Verse. Now, I gotta say, just looking at this, I love the look of it. Personally, I am a sucker for carded boxes, no matter what they are for or anything like that. The look of the figure looks great. Of course, this is based off the first movie, but on the back here you can see all of the other figures, and there is a bit of a glare from the lamp. If you're new to the channel, which you probably are, this isn't normal. My lights where I record have turned into strobe lights, and I need to get them replaced. So, once that's done, and hopefully that'll be done by the time I actually get to the figure out of the box, you'll see how good it really looks. And you'll see my new backdrop. So we are ditching all the carded boxes, but they have become a brand, so I'm going to try and keep them. So we have Peter B. Parker there. Of course, we have the great Across the Spider-Verse, what's it called? Backdrop for the card. And I gotta say, I love the portal thing that we see Gwen use in the trailers being the background for all of them. So cool. But with all that out of the way, let's get a look at Peter B. out of the box. Here we have Peter B. Parker out of the packaging, and I have to say, I personally really like this design. I know that's a bit of a hot take. A lot of people don't like the sweatpants and all that stuff. But to me, that's what makes Peter B. distinct, is more of his street clothes combined with the Spider-Man suit, you know? Like, every time I think of Peter B., I think of him as, like his introduction outfit, where he's got the coat, mismatched shoes, the sweats, all that stuff. That is how I picture Peter B. Parker. So me personally, I really like this. Even in the new movie, he's in his traditional Spider-Man suit, but it's under a robe. So I don't really understand the complaining behind this. I get it. People want an affordable one. They do make them at a slightly smaller scale, but I don't think it's like enough of an issue. You know what I mean? They'll remake him again after this new movie does really well. So it's fine, in my opinion. But anyways, moving on to the articulation. Peter B.'s head goes all the way back. Looks all the way down. Arms go out into a nice old T-pose. Biceps swivel on both arms. Double jointed elbow on both sides. Wrist turns all the way. Up and down motion on both hands. And if you wonder why I take the extra time to show both, it's because not every figure moves on both sides. Take, for instance, if I have him sitting around here within reach, and maybe I do, because I don't know if you heard any of that, but I just knocked a bunch of stuff over. Because take Magneto here, for example. This one arm, and this is a problem across all of them, this shoulder does not move. It is in a fixed position, and the only way I can move it is by heating it up, and then it'll just go back to being stuck. So yeah, it's annoying. It's got a nice diaphragm joint right here. Allows him to move all the... gives him really good range of motion is what I'm trying to say. But I'm messing up my words. Does a full 360 turn. It's got some nice waist joint, waist action going on here. Allows him to lean over that far. Lean back that far. Of course, side to side. And they also can do a full 360 spin if you want Peter to just be turned around. Legs go up into a nice old kick. And again, goes for both of them. Thigh swivel. Double jointed knees. Now, I actually do like how they hid this, because I didn't even think they'd do this one, but he has the old shin cut, which allows a full 360 turn. Feet go out that far, they can go up that far, and they do have some nice ankle pivot, and just to quickly demonstrate, this goes for both legs. Double jointed knee, does the full 360 turn. Foot goes out that far, goes up that far, and ankle pivot. You're going to see on the Miles figure that the ankle pivot is not near as nice because of how spindly he is. So, with all that out of the way, I do really like this Peter B. And getting into details here, the paint and stuff on mine I haven't found much of a flaw with. Let me get him stood up and move the camera up a little. Not too far. Just about right there, we say. So, yeah, I gotta say, it's really nice looking. I think the red could have been, I don't know, maybe a little darker or something. It's that, or I just feel like they should have done the lines on him, like actually painted them. I don't know why they didn't. I also think that his neck is a little too long, and I just notice this every now and then, but it just feels too long to me. He looks too tall. To me, Peter B is supposed to be kind of slouched over, got a bit of a gut, and even then here, he doesn't really have a gut at all. And again, like I was saying, when you're going for this specific version of him, it works a lot better when he has a gut to work with. That, and I rewatched the movie, like the first one that this is based off of, and I could have sworn that this symbol was bigger, like took up more space than that these were. Like this should come down a little further, these corners, that's what I was trying to say on the blue. And on the back, I think the spider is also a little small, but I think that his back in the film also came up a bit higher, going closer to his shoulder line. I could be wrong about all that, and you can prove me wrong. But I will say, this figure does one thing better than SH Figuarts on their Spider-Man. It painted the elbow. I know. Why would you complain about the elbow? It's an elbow. Who really cares? But I was looking at that Toby SH Figuarts figure, and I was really going to buy it, but those elbows kept bugging me, because they weren't dual molded, and I'm thinking, $25 figures are doing that all the time, and yes, is there a slight issue there? Yeah. But most of the time, I'm not looking at that like I am right here, or right here, you know what I mean? It's such a big problem. I can talk about that in its own video, though. I don't need to just rant on it through other Spider-Man stuff. You know, I do kind of wish we could have, I think he had like the little loop down here. And one other thing you can kind of see here is where this joint can come up, it is possible to smash in the pants because they're such a soft plastic. And they're really easy to push in and stuff. So, if I don't drop them, be wary of that. It can be a problem, and I just realized I don't think I've shown off his accessories yet. So let me just grab both of them, which I have sitting off to the side here. Alright, so his accessories are these hands and the ones he currently has on. Of course, his thwipping and fisted hands, which I think have remained the same ever since TASM 2 came out almost a decade ago. That is such a weird thought to me, especially in the fact that I'm pretty sure this design right here is inspired by Andrew Garfield. Because behind the scenes, if you look at photos, he's wearing gray sweats over his Spider-Man suit, and they're really funny photos to me. But yeah, without further ado, let's get this guy scaled and put next to some other figures. Alright, so Peter B. Parker comes in at 6 1/4 inches tall. So, not too bad on the Spider-Man scaling. And here he is next to a couple of other Marvel Legends Spider-Man. We have the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man and the Sensational Spider-Man. I really hope I got that one right, because it's Ben Reilly. You know, call me a fake fan if I got that wrong. It's whatever. And here he is next to the Build-A-Figure Kingpin. Now, I do think these scale well together. I've been thinking about trying to get my hands on a second one and like just paint it all black to match the Netflix one. And then I saw that we're getting a wave with the Disney Plus version, so that'll be really cool. And with that being, I believe, the last one I have to really compare him to, because you'll see the Spot, Miles, and the others whenever I get them and get to making the videos. Really quickly, because I finally bought more. I've been meaning to show off how figures fit in these stands, But I've just been out of them for so long, and I finally got around to getting more. So Peter B here, if you want him in the stand, he does fit pretty well, you know. He's not too shaky. He's not going to really fall out. But of course, these ones are designed to go around the waist and right there. When it comes to standing here, let's see, where's the peg on his foot? Again, relatively well, but could be a little better in my opinion. Because it doesn't really fit on the peg. Just kind of hovers on the top. So that's why I want to start showing those off as much as I can, and if I can remember. Because like what you'll see with Miles is he doesn't fit in those at all because he is such a small figure. But again, without further delay, I think that brings us to the end of the video. So if you did enjoy, please hit the like button and please subscribe. It means the world to me. We are almost at 100 subscribers. And you guys have no idea how much it means to me to finally be reaching that goal. From there, we want to get to 150. Just take it day by day. And I will catch you in the next one. Peace.